All right, welcome in everybody from that join me from uh uh um the other live stream. So like I said, let me go back into the alphabetical. All right, so the teams that were in here from last year are as follows: the Adirondack Thunder, the Allen Americans, the Atlanta Gladiators, the Bloomington Bison, the Cincinnati Cyclones, the Florida Everblades, the Fort Wayne Comets. New to it this year is the Greensboro Gargoyles. Then we have the Greens. Still, you have the Idaho Steelheads. You have the Indy Fuel. You have the Iowa Heartlanders, the Jacksonville Icemen, the Kalamazoo Wings, the Kansas City Mavericks, the Maine Mariners, the Norfolk Admirals, the Orlando Soul Bears, the Rapid City Rush, the Reading Royals, the Savannah Ghost Pirates, the South Carolina Stingrays, the Lake Tahoe Sea Monsters, or Night Monsters, excuse me, the Lake Tahoe Night Monsters. And then we have the Tahoe Night Monsters, excuse me, not Lake Tahoe, but the Tahoe Night Monsters. And then we have the Toledo Walleye, the Troyes, Herreras Lions, Tulsa Oilers, the Utah Grizzlies, the Wheeling Nailers, Wichita Thunder, and the Worcester Railers of the ECHL. So that's the ECHL. Now, of the ECHL teams, I think the most unique name outside of the Railers and the Nailers, you got rhyming names there, but I think the most interesting logo is got to be the oops. It's gotta be the Tahoe Nine Monsters, along with I think the Toledo Walleye logo is an interesting one as well. All the logos on here are interesting. All the logos on here are the main logos. Um, but outside of the Ghost Pirates being an interesting name and the Solar Bears, let me see if I can find the Solar Bears. Yeah, that logo is a nice logo too, but I think Solar Bears is a pretty cool nickname and logo as well. Hopefully we are live. Let me make sure we are. I don't want it to drop the broadcast like I did for the NFL game. I do apologize for that. That will get put, will be live streamed tomorrow. Anyway, to redo it. So, the Gargoyles, I think, is an interesting nickname, and I think the Swamp Rabbits is, everybody, that's an interesting one. there's another one that's not in this league, but another league I think has an interesting nickname. So, and we'll get that in a minute. But let's do the no, WHL. Let me get the WHL. Oops. Actual teams, make sure everybody is in here. I would think the every team's in here. All right, so we have the Brandon Wheat Kings, interesting nickname there. Calgary Hitmen, wild logo there. The Edmonton Oil Kings. So you have the Edmonton Oilers, and then you have the Edmonton Oil Kings. The Everett Silvertips. The Kamloops Blazers, the Kilo Wanana Rockets. The Lethbridge Hurricanes. The Medicine Hat Tigers. I mean, that's interesting. Moose Jaw Warriors. That's pretty cool. Penson V's. Portland Winterhawks. The Prince Albert Raiders. The Prince George Cougars. The Red Deer Rebels. The Regina Pats. The Scatoon Blades. Yeah, that's an interesting name for a town, Scatoon. The Seattle Thunderbirds, the Spokane Chief, the Swift Current Broncos, Tri-City Americans, Vancouver Giants, the Pretoria Royals, and the most interesting name for a town in the WHL outside of Saskatoon, the Winnahatchee Wild. The Winnahatchee Wild. What a name for a team. I mean, that has got to be the most unique name I have ever seen. The Winnahatchee Wild. Winnahatchee Wild. It's a wild name. And a wild town. I'm guessing it's Native American. So, now let's look at the the OHL. So we have, and then we'll go back to get the QMJHL. So let's do that. We got the Barrie Colts, the Brampton Steelheads, the Brantford Bulldogs, Erie Honors, the Flint Firebirds, the Gulf Storm Sainton Frontiacs, the Kitchener Rangers, the London Knights, the North Bay Battalion, the Oshawa Generals. What did I say? Yeah, Niagara Ice Dogs. Did I say them? Yeah, Niagara Ice Dogs, the North Bay Battalion, the Oshawa Generals, the Ottawa 67s, the Owen Sound Attack, Petersboro Pete's, the Saginaw Spirit, the Sarna Sting, the Sioux, Greyhounds, the Sudbury Wolves, and the Windsor Spitfires. Yeah, Spitfire. And that logo. So yeah, there you have. Those are your teams back to the beginning. Now let's go to the Q. This is the LHJMQ or QMJHL, which is the hockey league in Quebec. So we're gonna break down these teams for you, then we can get this. And let's see here. I'm gonna try and pronounce these teams correctly. They're in the game. We had the Bahia Camus Drakkar, the Victoriaville Tigres, the Val-d'Or Force, the Sherbrooke Phoenix, the Shawinigan Caritas, the St. John Sea Dogs, the Royal Nord, and the Noranda Huskies, the Rimouski Oceanic, the Quebec Ramparts, the Newfoundland Regiment, the Washington Wildcats, the Halifax Moosehead, and the Gatun Olympics, the Drummondville Volunteers, the Chai Otomi Saguins, and the Charlton Islanders, the Cape Breton Eagles, and the Blainesville Restaurant Armandon, and then back to them. So that's the QNHL Dynasty Leagues. Outside the NHL, Alumni Association Spindler Cup. HC Davos, HC Freiburg Goten, HP Sparta Para, Helsinki IFK, Team Canada, US Collegiate Selects, and then HC Dallas. Yeah. So we're now to the prospect teams, which is red and white. Is that it? Alumni Association is the Ducks, Bruins, Sabres, Flames, Hurricanes, Blackhawks, Avalanche, Blue Jackets, Stars, Red Wings, Oilers, Panthers, Whalers, Kings, North Stars, Wild, Canadians, Predators, Nose Islanders, Rangers, Senators, Flyers, Penguins, Nordics, Sharks, Blues, Lightning, Maple Leafs, Canucks, Golden Knights, Capitals, Jets, and about the Anaheim Ducks. So that was the Alumni Association, NHL Alumni Association. Now the NHL Alumni All-Time All-Stars, All-Time Western Conference, All-Time Grit, All-Time Eastern Conference, All-Time All-Stars. Those are the 4 teams. The IIHF World Junior Championship with 10 teams. Canada, Czech Republic or Czechia, Denmark, Finland, Germany, Latvia, Slovakia, Sweden, Switzerland, USA, and back to Canada. The IIHF Women's World Championship with 13 teams. Austria, Canada, China, Czech Republic or Czechia, the Czechs, Denmark, Finland, Germany, Hungary, Japan, Norway, Sweden, Switzerland, USA, Austria, Canada. What I'm surprised with is China. The only one that are in here from that. I don't think they're in here other than that. The which for the women's one. Yeah. Austria, Canada, Czechia, Denmark, Finland, France, Germany, Hungary, Kazakhstan, Latvia, Norway, Slovakia, Slovenia, Sweden, Switzerland, USA, and Austria. The international which is as the following: Austria, Canada, Czech Republic, Denmark, Finland, France, Germany, Great Britain, Hungary, Italy, Japan, Kazakhstan, Korea, Latvia, Norway, Poland, Slovakia, Slovenia, Switzerland, Ukraine, USA, and Austria. Then you have this league, the Hockey All Slovenian, or whatever it's called there. So AIK, Almtuna IS, BIK Konja. But I'm mispronouncing these teams. I do apologize. I'm just reading what it says on the screen as best I can. The IF Bornjornloven. The IF Troll Jambi. The IK Oscar Shaman. The K Helm RHC. The Modo Hockey. The Morik IK. The Vikings IF. The Osteruns IK. The Sordotalgi SK. The Vic Vasterken HK. The Vim Merbury Hockey, and then about the okay, and then you got the Champions League, which is Belfast Giants, the ZSC Lions, there's 24 teams in the Champions League. So you have the Belfast Giants, the Brightness IV, or I'm sorry, the EC Red Bull Salzburg, ELCH, and then Arisberg, Berlin, Ingolstadt, EV Zug, Fitztown Penguins, or Fishtown Penguins, the from London HC, if I pronounced that right, I do apologize. And then we have the GKSTYCHY, the Runlers des Loups of Grenoble, HC Tournet, Bruno, the HB Spartan Piranha, HCP Subtoral Alpha Pura, the Cupio Calpa, the Lucena HC Lulia Hockey, Mountfield HK, the Ogden's Bulldogs, the Ryman, Luco, Berlin, Bern, Stornhelm, Harmar, Tampere, Ives, ZSCK Lions. About Belfast. Alright, now moving on to the Ice Hockey League, which has 13 teams. Steinbach Wings, Linz, the Vienna Capitals, the Pioneers, Vorarlberg, Logengina of Olympia, Mooser Medical Graz 99ers, Hydro Hervar HV19, HCB Stutterl Alfarina, the HCTWK Innsbruck Daher, and then we have the HC Volkensteiner Wolf, the FTC Telecom, the ECKAC, and then Salzburg, we were at them, Davidson. Yeah, we're about to the beginning. Oops. Next up is the National League. HC Benson, Billin Bain, SC Lions, SCO Tigers, SC Burn, Rapper Will Jonah Lakers, SC. SC Burn, SCL Tigers, SC Lions, EHC billion. Alright, where's that beginning here, there? The Estrega Lindohakia, whatever you want to say it. The Billikigrin Librick. The Tarai Ladino, or Canadino. Mounfield Hockey Club race. Okay. HC Vervana Lin or Litvinova. The HC Viktorovic. Rhaenyra. The HC Void Rhaenyra. HC Sparta Para. The HC Zoltad Pelezin. HC Olamouk. HC Ocelrai Triac. AC Commander Rhino, or rest of those teams. Sorry, we repeated some. The DEL, which I think is the German one, so I'll be able to pronounce these maybe a little bit better because they're, it's hard to pronounce. Alright. The Adler Mannheim, the Augsburg Panthers, the Dresden Elsenton, the Red Bull Munich, EHC Red Bull Munich, the Eisenbahn Berlin, Erik in Gostad, Fifth Town Penguins, Grizzlies, Wolfsburg, as Orla, Jamon Roosters, Azerlon Roosters, the Kölner Halle, the Lohn Frankfurt, the Nuremberg Icingers, the Schwarweininger Wild Wings, or Wild Wings in German because the W's are V. The Strawberry Strawbean Tigers. About the eye hair man there. The Eagle Haminil Haminlina HPK. The San Sport. The Tulu Coup TBS. The Tampering Temperia. Temperstein Eyes. The Roman Lolinsko. The Foreign Assad. The Colon Carpat. The Millikan Jiggerat. The Lapirin Ranta Sapia. The Leyden Pelicans, the Kuku Kuvola. Yes, cuckoo or cuckoo or cocoa. Cuckoo. Kiona Lavoa La Go Espo Kalapa Kulapa Kalapa, yeah, rest again, I think. The Jasper JPY, the Helsinki IFK, the Helena HPK, yeah, the rest in sport, turn TPS, yeah, we're about to begin. The SHL, the Bayern IF, the Vals, Lakers, the Team Mara IK, the Skill Leftia IIK, the Rogil BIK, the Orobro Hockey, the Malamo Redhawks, the Luia Hockey, the Lynn Topping HC, or copying, the Lextens ILF, or IF, HV Say 1, Farland HC, the FAR can just BK during the hockey minus LF. So we're about to begin. The ECHL we are dead. The AHL, did we do the AHL? I can't remember if we did the AHL. The Abbotsford Canucks, Baseball Condors, Bill Centers, the Bridgeport Hunters, the Calgary Wranglers, the Charlotte Checkers, the Chicago Wolves, the Cleveland Monsters, the Coachella Valley Firebirds, Colorado Eagles, Grand Rapids Griffins, the Hartford Wolfpack, the Henderson Sword Knights, the Hershey Bears, the Iowa Wild, the Lawville Rangers, the Iowa Valley Phantoms, the Manitoba Moose, the Milwaukee Admirals, the Ontario Reign, the Providence Bruins, the Rochester Americans, the Rockford Ice Hogs, the San Diego Gulls, the San Jose Barracuda, Springfield Thunder Birds, the Syracuse, Syracuse Crunch, the Texas Stars, the Toronto Marlies, the Tuskegee Runners, the Utica Hounds, the Wisconsin Penguins, the Abbotsford Canucks. Alright, so we're about to begin the early SHL. The PWHL, which is women's hockey, is the Boston Fleet. There are 8 teams there. The Boston Fleet, Minnesota Frost, Montreal Victoria, the New York Sirens, the Ottawa Charge, the Seattle Torrent, Toronto Scepters, the Vancouver Golden Eyes, also Fleet. So that is it for the PWHL. Then we have the NHL. You have St. Louis Blues, the Tampa Bay Lightning, the Toronto Maple Leafs, the Utah Mammoth, the Vancouver Canucks, the Vegas Golden Knights, the Washington Capitals, the Winnipeg Jets, the Atlanta All-Stars, the General All-Stars, and the the Metropolitan All-Stars, the Pacific All-Stars, the Anaheim Ducks, Boston Bruins, Buffalo Sabres, Calgary Hitmen, or Flames, sorry. Carolina Panthers, Hurricanes. Seattle Blackhawks, Colorado Avalanche, Columbus Blue Jackets, Dallas Stars, Detroit Red Wings, Edmonton Oilers, Florida Panthers, the Los Angeles Kings, the Minnesota Wild, the Montreal Canadiens, Nashville Predators, the New Jersey Devils, the New York Islanders, the Rangers, the Ottawa Senators, the Philadelphia Flyers, the Pittsburgh Penguins, the San Jose Sharks, the Seattle Kraken, the St. Louis Blues. Alright. We've done every single league. Let's see if the scoreboard has... stay the same or changed. And then I'll tell you about something interesting called NHL that we were going to do this year. It's going to take some doing, but I'm looking forward to doing it in 2026. We're not going to play the entire game. I just want to see the scoreboard and see if...
Welcome to the Gateway City. Yes, we are in St. Louis, Missouri, home of the Blues, and this should be a fun one. Glad you could join us. She's Cheryl Pounder. I'm James Cebulski for EA Sports. It's about to go down.
Okay, so the scoreboard has been the same for 2 years, and it changed last year. So it's the one that looks like the TNT or whatever similar to that look. So we will have a full game, though not tonight or this afternoon, early evening, whatever you want to call it. We will do another one tomorrow. So that'll do it until tomorrow for NHL and college football. Before I leave you with this, we're going to do the announcement I almost forgot on, and that is we are going to start to play older NHL games and compare what's in the game. The menu layout. We're going to compare menu layout, what's in the game, the gameplay, the teams in the game, and compare the evolution in scoreboard. So that is to come soon from every NHL game. 60, the first. So what does that mean? So the first Xbox 360 NHL game to the most recent NHL game, which is NHL 26, which is on your screen right now. This is the most recent NHL one. So I'm looking forward to bringing that to you in 2026. We'll event, and then we will talk about NHL 27 as well. So, and what to expect for that. And then will be the show. We'll do that as well, comparing that. It will compare Madden. So the PS4 to the PS5, and it will be the show, and Xbox 360 to now for the Madden. and then we'll do college. So we're going to be doing a lot of comparing games and contrasting the difference between the different. And then we'll do a golf one for Tiger's PGA Tour, to the Roy McIlroy one, to the 2K golf game, to the EA Sports Golf, the EA Sports PGA Tour, and the PGA Tour 2K series of games. So that'll do it until next time. This has been Eater signing off until tomorrow. Keep on YouTube, everybody. We'll see you on